eyes all shake and quiver and quake as he robs them of their gold. The autumn wind is a raider, pillaging just for fun. He'll knock you round and upside down and laugh when he's conquered and won.
And I approve this message.
Oakland Raiders, Oakland Raiders, Oakland Raiders. Just win, baby, win, baby, win, baby.
We are the
Oakland Raiders, Oakland Raiders, Oakland Raiders. Just win, baby, win, baby, win, baby. Don't need no invitation.
No.
We are that Raider Nation. We rock that black and silver. We make them shake and shiver. We make them reconsider. And we still committed. So if you want a piece of this, you can come and get it. Touchdown, touchdown. Let's throw a bomb on first down. Let's throw a bomb on every down. First we score, then we clown. Having fun, look around. Nobody loud as a Raider crowd. Nobody proud as a Raider crowd. NFL, how you like me now? We gon' do this open style. Nothing but action. I'm Bo Jackson. Hit the hole, run you over. Goal line, jumping over. Going crazy. Lose your soul, lose your mind in the black hole. Here's the goal, Super Bowl. And everybody here get to go. Don't need no invitation.
No.
We are that Raider Nation. We rock that black and silver. We make them shake and shiver. We make them reconsider. And we still committed. So if you want a piece of this, you can come and get it. Oakland Raiders.
Raiders! What is up? What is up, everybody? Welcome to another Puro Raiders Podcast.
It's got the scout
Monday. As you can tell, I got my boy James and my boy Chona with us today. Queen V's running late, so she's gonna be joining us in a little bit. And James is already in the scouting mood. Look at him; he's ready.
Scouting mode and shit, ready to go.
If you can guess what jersey I'm wearing, comment it in the chat. I want to see how many people can guess this one.
That's
Oh
funny,
my
bro.
God.
That's funny. How you doing? How you doing, Chona? What's going on, big dog?
Good, dog. We're good. We're here. Another day,
Yeah.
another day.
Another day, another day.
Another day closer to the season.
To what you call it? To
The Sacktown Raider said Porter.
Sacktown said Porter. That's one.
Nope.
Let's see who else.
Nope. 2019.
How many times did it take? People were gonna say Porter. I told you.
Yeah.
Mhm.
That's what
Yeah.
I said until I remembered. I was like, oh, I know who it is.
Yeah. Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Yeah. That's good. That's good.
What's going on? What's
windy
going
out
on?
here. It's windy out here.
Yeah, is it? My boy Raider Ryan, what's going on? Welcome. What's going on, big dog? Sacktown Raider Mike, what's
Raider
going on,
Mike.
big dog? My boy Jeff, New England Raiders booster, Elon Bush, what's going on, big dog? Shout out to the fucking Northern Cali Bay Area for sure. My boy Sacktown Mike, what's going on? And then of course, our boy SoCal Sal, what's going on, big dog? How you doing? Yeah, see, he said Porter.
Yeah, he did. He did say
Yeah.
Porter.
I think most people are gonna
Worse than that.
say Porter. Yeah. Uh-huh.
He did worse than that.
I wouldn't call Porter worse, man. Porter was good. Yeah.
He wasn't bad. He wasn't bad.
He was the young receiver in that old group between him and Tim Brown, you know?
Yeah.
Porter was like the guy. You know what? You know who Porter's like? I'll tell you who Porter was like. Porter was like Zay Jones.
Damn, really? I would say he was better than Zay.
Yeah, I would say better than Zay too.
Zay had his moments with Carr. You know what I was
Right.
watching the other day? And I already hate that we're starting off bringing up old Raiders. But I forgot how dirty, how nasty Crabtree was, bro, with us. That motherfucker was so fucking good with us, dude. Like, he really was. The catches he made, it was just crazy how good he was when he came to play with us. Yeah. And I didn't like him when he was a Niner. Yeah.
The fact that we passed him up.
Yeah, the fact that we passed him up, he still ended up here eventually.
Yeah,
But
eventually.
yeah, that was crazy, bro. I need to give me a Crabtree jersey. I rock a 15 Crabtree. Yeah. Mm-hmm.
15.
I already have a 15, but most people won't know who it is. Yeah.
Gardner Minshew.
Charles. Not
That's,
even. Not Gardner, bro. But no, we had a lot of stuff this weekend. You know, it started off too this morning. You know, Raiders news and notes. Obviously, you know, I talked to James about it earlier in the week. I had to talk to Chona about it, but the whole Matt Stafford thing, dog, it was all a dream. You still read Word Up magazine, bro, and it didn't happen. It didn't happen.
Matthew Stafford was the dream that was never gonna be. 100%.
That is true. But there is one thing that I am happy about if it didn't go through was because a lot from what I heard was that they wanted a 1, they wanted a 2, and the Raiders weren't budging. Like, no, we ain't giving you no 1, we ain't giving you no 2. You know, whatever they had set, whether it was a 3 or a 4, that they stuck their guns to it, and I'm glad they did. Because I don't think I would have been cool with swapping 1s or even giving them a 2, even if it was Stafford. You know, I think those first, second, even that 3rd round pick, you know, is going to be a big one. But we had 2, so you were able to, you know, give 1 up. But I'm kind of glad we didn't do that. You know, as much as I would have liked to have had Stafford. But how you guys feel about the whole Stafford deal not going through?
I mean, I'm like, all right, time to move on. It's one of those when you were kind of wishing for or hope for, you know, and you didn't get it. Okay, well, you didn't get it. You know, there was a possibility you weren't going to get it. So I'm all right with that.
So I'm happy you brought this topic up because I had a lot to get on my chest, and I know you saw in my post on Instagram story. A lot of what I experienced and saw was I saw a lot of Raiders fans doing the whole, you know, oh my gosh, being a Raiders fan is so great. There goes our season, you know, all these kinds of things. And
really,
what I hate sometimes about our fellow fans, right, is that they don't understand that sometimes some of our fans don't understand that Matthew Stafford was never the plan. Matthew Stafford was never the plan A. Matthew Stafford, for the Raiders' sake, right? If the Rams say they're going to make Matthew Stafford available, the Raiders are going to at least make an offer to see
right
if it works. You know what I'm saying? But it's not. It was never the plan A. It was just let's just throw this shit at the wall and see if it sticks on there. But instead, it just fell right off. So what I don't understand, right, is Raiders fans they get some of our Raiders fans get upset and they go, you know, our season's over. You know, they get upset. I'm like, we haven't even gone through plan A. I mean,
right.
And most of us, we know that as far as free agency options, the 3 free agent options that are in play for us is going to be Justin Fields, Russell Wilson, and Sam Darnold. Also, with Sam Darnold just minutes ago, news just broke on Darnold a few minutes ago that said the Vikings just announced they're not going to franchise tag him, but they are looking into keeping him. So
they're definitely moving on with McCarthy, right? Let him test the free agent market. See where he's at.
You know, I think they're going to hold on to McCarthy, man. He's on a rookie contract. I think they're just going to keep him another year and see what happens.
Yeah.
You
know, he comes back from that injury last year, right? Yeah. Yeah, I didn't see them tagging Darnold either. But my thing with Darnold is the price tag, and you're kind of married because he's a young quarterback at that point. After a 1-year success, you know, I wouldn't have mind paying that for Stafford because he's proven vet. But you're right. I did see some people say how they fucked up the deal. They couldn't get her done. They should have gave the Rams whatever they wanted.
You see, and when it came out down to Stafford, Stafford was just playing the market to see what was out there. Basically, what it came down to. And for those that don't know, all right, the Raiders offered Matthew Stafford $45 million a year, $90 million fully guaranteed, 2 years.
2 years guaranteed.
The Rams, their contract for him is only $40 million a year. So the Raiders offered them the extra chunk, and they were gonna, from what I know, they were gonna give up a second round.
Yeah.
pick, which I would have been good with. But
you would have been good giving up a second. That's big.
I'm okay with a second. I'm okay with a second, but I'm willing to do a second. But I wasn't willing to do it first.
Yeah.
And the only reason I'm willing to do a second is because we have 2/3 from the Devontae Adams trade, in which we utterly fleeced New York in like the biggest highway robbery since like
we'll get to that.
forever.
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
But no, I feel you. I feel you on the Stafford thing. I mean, I always thought too. It was a dream. It would have been cool, but at the same time, I knew what it was. Like how you said, him to test the market. We were the team that offered something for him. Showed the Rams what his value was to everyone else. So then it was going to be a negotiation between the Rams and it makes sense. He's good for the Rams, and the Rams are good for him.
Mm-hmm.
So kudos to them. If we could have got him, then it would have been cool.
Yeah.
But we'll see what it is from there. There was some other news today. Let me share it. Where'd it go? I hear today the Raiders are not tendering DJ Turner for a new contract. Right? AC was I was already up in the mix. Need to upgrade the wide receiver room for sure. So, with that being said, we got the whole DJ Turner thing. The Raiders are not tendering Turner for a new contract, which I'm cool with, because when you look at the tender price, it was going to be $3.5 million, and I, for one, am done. The whole, fucking I call them Raider scholarships, where we pay a guy because he's been with us, or because we consider him good because he's a Raider, but probably wouldn't do much anywhere else, right?
Yeah.
So I'm kind of cool that they didn't pick up the tender. I mean, obviously, if they want to sign him up as a free agent or whatever later on when he goes through the market, then they can do that, or maybe work out a deal, something cheaper, stuff like that. But how do you guys feel about the whole DJ Turner thing?
I mean, I was fine with it too. I was sitting there, I was like, it's not really something I was like, okay. I wasn't surprised. Wasn't surprised or anything like that. He hasn't been all that great. Just like, all right, whatever.
Yeah.
It's funny because I saw it and I was scrolling on my phone earlier and I was like, who? I was like, oh yeah.
You're like, who?
I was like, who's that? I was like, oh yeah. I was like, and I was like,
okay.
I think it's a good move by the Raiders not to pick up the DJ Turner contract. I mean, let's be honest, man. I mean, DJ Turner is he's like a fringe special teams kick return type specialist player. I mean, it's like
for that?
You're gonna give that guy $3 million. I mean, I'd rather give a UDFA $500K to $750K upwards to do the same thing, and there's more ceiling. And DJ Turner, he's been in the league what 3-4 years now, something like that.
Something like that, yeah.
Because who was he? He came in the beginning of the Josh McDaniels era, something like that, right?
Like right before, I think, right? Or right at the beginning, something like that. He hasn't been here that long, but yeah.
Because I don't think he was there since Versace was there.
He wasn't there the playoff year?
I don't think so. I think it was 22.
It was drafted in 21.
Oh, see, there you go. Yeah.
Okay.
So it was the year after.
He was drafted. So he was drafted by Mayock.
Technically, he was an undrafted.
Okay.
Yeah,
so
technically he was an undrafted. That's right.
That was the Mayock regime.
Yeah.
Yeah, well, we know Mayock had one great year picking players, and that was the end of that. So this year, to be exact.
This year, to be exact.
Yeah.
But yeah, I'm cool with it. I mean, definitely, and I'm glad we're gonna talk about the draft in a little bit, because the combine, there were a lot of receivers that I saw. There was one in particular that I was really impressed with. He's a big dude. He had more speed than I realized, right? So we'll talk about that right now. But we definitely need to upgrade the wide receiver position. Yes. I saw the other day somebody put a post up of what our offense can look like, and I think it had Cam as our quarterback. I can't even remember who the running back. I think it was Henderson, or they had put Genty in there somehow. And then that our receiving core would be Kobe, TJ Bowers, obviously, and then Tucker. And to me, that wide receiving core right there is not it for me. Like, no. Bowers is a beast. I get that. Yeah. I like Jacoby Myers. Great, solid number 2. But we need a dominant fucking number 1. You know, a true number 1. You know, Jacoby Myers, I'm not saying anything bad about him. He's a good player. I like him. But we need that speedster that you can go over the top with, you know? Or the guy with size. That's why I'm all about trying to get DK Metcalf some type shit or something.
I think I kind of agree with that. I kind of think unfortunately I kind of feel like
but for the people who joined the chat late, James has issued a challenge so you guys say what jersey he's wearing. Somebody already guessed Porter and they were wrong. So what up to my boy Nate? What's going on, Las Vegas Raider 10?
Only so many ways you could go after Porter.
So yeah, you were saying, James, my bad.
I lost my train of thought. Do you remember where I was? I lost my train of thought.
No, you said you were agreeing with me about the whole wide receiver thing.
About the wide receiver.
Okay, yeah, I agree about the wide receiver. I do really like Jacoby Myers, but I mean Jacoby Myers is just he's great, but he's just not he's better when he's the second option when less eyes are on him.
Yeah.
Unfortunately, what kind of kills us is Trey Tucker. He's been a little bit of a letdown, in my opinion. He hasn't really. I like Trey Tucker. You know, when he's explosive, he's explosive. But the problem is he's just not explosive, consistent enough for it to make our team better on the field.
Yeah, that's true.
Yeah, and I agree with you on that one. And I like him, but we need, like I said, he's not a true number 1. And that's to say that he can't be.
That's the one thing we lack. It's like
that's the one thing, yeah. And that was when we had, with Tay, that was the thing he was going to be or was supposed to be for us. But obviously, he moved on with his little buddy in New York, and now all things are to shit over there. But I found the one I was. Yeah. I found the one that I was going to share with you guys. It's right here. I got it. So shout out to my boy Raider Resistance. He's the one that put this out there. I get a lot of stuff from him, but this is the one he had put out there. So this is the team he had, the Las Vegas Raiders Potential. So this is from the 33rd team, and it has Jackson Dart as our QB. Us taking Genty, I'm guessing would be at 6. Jacoby Myers, Trey Tucker, and Brock Bowers. Now you mentioned Trey Tucker, and I wouldn't say he's been a disappointment. I think we've been using him out of position because we've been asking him to play number 2, and he's not a number 2.
Yeah,
he's a straight slot. You got to use him as your slot, your speedster, design plays, end around screens, things like that, right? Yeah. I'm not surprised the motherfucker said tough. That's Jackson Dart's biggest fan right there. Shout out to my boy Nate. But I wouldn't be mad at that. But I would still think if that's what we went, we'd still need a true number 1 wide receiver to go.
I am ready to dissect this picture already.
Go ahead. That's why I brought it up. Brought it up.
That Gentry's a no for me, but okay.
Look, man, you and John take out the steak knives and the fork.
Look. What is it with people saying we need to draft Genty 6? That makes absolutely 0 sense.
All right.
And you know what? Here, I'm gonna get my phone because I had the same argument with my buddy. I had the same argument with my buddy this week. Okay. People are saying we need to grab Genty 6. Now, I don't understand why, because this thing of the Raiders having an average to below average QB and a higher ceiling running back, it has never resulted in us winning. Never.
Wow. I'm so glad you brought that up.
Now,
I was watching the show this weekend.
I give you examples. Hold on, I got examples. Okay,
I get what I agree with you, but one person came on and said that every time the Raiders had a 100-yard rusher, it didn't matter who the quarterback was, we won. So all we need is a running back that can gain 100 yards and we'll be undefeated, James.
So now let me put look, as much as I like Marshawn Lynch, we still didn't really win like that. I mean, we still didn't make a footprint. So we got Marshawn Lynch, who had Derek Carr. We didn't win. We had Josh Jacobs with Derek Carr. We didn't win.
No, we made a playoff. That was it.
Here, I got this. Let's see.
I would even call
running back. Darren McFadden,
was a formidable running back.
McFadden, you guys remember? McFadden was a top 10 franchise running back. We didn't win with him. Justin Fargas struggled with him too.
You cannot mention Fargas' names with those other running backs.
Okay, hold on. Believe it or not, it will blow your mind, but he is in the top 25 rushing people for the Raiders. It will blow your mind, but it's in there.
25. I mean, still, but yeah, that just shows how bad we've been at running back.
I got you another one. Napoleon Kaufman.
I was about to say Napoleon.
Napoleon Kaufman. He lost two.
Yeah, I was about to say Napoleon Kaufman.
And so that's why I have a big problem with this Genty thing, because it's just this Genty, for him to be from Boise, he didn't play in the best conference in college football. He didn't play even the best teams. And for him to be automatically touted as the number one running back, to me, is just insane. I mean, I understand Boise was undefeated, but Boise also only played 7 damn games.
Right. Yeah, no, the thing with me with I don't hate on Genty. I just don't think he should be a number 6.
Now,
when you're telling me number 6, I need to see generational type.
Now, I mean, running backs that I think are more up our alley that we can wait on, and Hendrickson from Ohio State, Judkins from Ohio State. I like Cam Scatteraboo. I think he's a great option if you could snag him in the second, third round, late second. Yeah. Third round. I mean, I think that'd be a steal.
You think he went up to the second?
I don't think he'll get taken there, but it wouldn't surprise me if I saw him at the end. But I just think this class is way too loaded at the running back position. Exactly. It doesn't make sense. To me, it doesn't make sense. I mean,
good talents out there.
I think. Yeah. I know someone's gonna take Ashton Genty, but like. Ashton Genty in the first round, I mean, to me, that would be like, I kind of feel like what would make sense to me would be for Ashton Genty to make it outside the top 10.
Yeah, so somewhere like Dallas at 12, right?
Or like a team that I think would make more sense for him if it was in the top 5, I think would be the Browns, because the Browns have always had everything revolve around the run game. And
the run game with Chubb.
It's always been like that. So,
yeah.
So some common things. What's up, Nav man? What's going on, brother? Can I ask a favor of the podcast?
I think we got some chats going on.
Yeah, what's going on? Some common things with all you say was a shitty defense, but no Genty. Fuck that. Oh, I understand what you're saying about the running backs, but it has to be more with the system, the things that were going on around back then as well. I mean, there was a lot of shitty teams when we were playing, when we had McFadden, we were in the mix.
Yeah.
Okay. Now let me
great, but yeah.
Let me challenge everyone, challenge chat here a little bit. Everybody in the chat, do you guys think Ashton Genty, do you think he can thrive in an RPO system?
Genty in an RPO? See, that's but then by then you're assuming we got Shador and we're running an RPO type system with Kelly, right?
Because one of the takes I heard someone tell me is that we should get Genty and keep AOC, and I thought it was the most
How you gonna
thing I've ever heard in my life.
You would be running straight.
I thought it was the most ridiculous thing I've heard in my life. So,
my boy Real Talk said, "Glad you said that about Genty, Leo. I feel the same way about Shador. I think Shador has the tools to be decent QB in the league. I just don't want him at 6, complete overvalue. So I guess the way I feel about Genty is how some people feel about Shador. Yeah." He's good, but not that generational. You take that high.
But I get that. But quarterback is the number one position at need. It's not running back. I mean, running back is the class is just too loaded. With the QBs, you're limited. You got a couple solid options. I mean, you got maybe less options that you can have on your fingers. So.
It's not like last year. Last year was a little more loaded with the QB.
Yeah.
Yeah, than this year. This year's the other way.
Especially if you watch the combine, and I was watching a lot this morning from it. So you saw a lot of that talent out there on the running back position. You know what I mean? Yep. Even watching college ball last year. Even watching college ball last year, you saw all these different running backs that are coming. I'm talking about the dudes from Ohio State. I'm talking about Genty, talking about Scadaboo, Henderson, Neal in Kansas, like even homeboy from Michigan. You know, the list just goes on and on about the number of fucking running backs that are coming up in this draft. So definitely, one of those things you gotta.
And then I think some people forget too is there's still a couple free agent running backs that are gonna be out there, like Aaron Jones, Najee Harris. There's still a couple options out there. So
there's a couple. I mean, I'm not too excited. Like, oh, we got to go get these two because Chubb's out there, right? You got Aaron Jones. You got, like how you said, Najee. There's a couple guys out there. Yeah. Yeah. I don't try to put too much on the schools because I get you when you say about conferences. I guess my thing when people always bring up the conference thing is like, just because they're in one of the bigger conferences doesn't mean they're always going to be successful either. Some dudes just have the talent and you can see it. You know?
I think it just also when it comes in that they go into too.
I mean, look at Randy Moss. What school did he go to? Marshall. Who the fuck knows anything about football in Marshall, right?
Yeah, but he was a Notre Dame recruit. He was a Notre Dame recruit.
Right. He was a Notre Dame recruit.
He ended up at Marshall because of shit that he did. So there's
no, but I get what James is saying when it comes to the schools. But I just don't like putting all the emphasis on, well, this is where he went to school. You know? Because sometimes you can see in the talent level that they have.
You can look at it from so many angles as well. You know, the top quarterbacks didn't exactly play the greatest schedules either. So you know what I mean? Miami didn't have a great conference. Colorado wasn't in that all of their better talent, yes, but their conference exactly their play wasn't all that good.
Oh yeah, no, they're weaker conference. So it's like but and then Miami didn't even win their conference, right? With Cam.
Yeah, no,
you won that conference. Yeah.
Yeah, actually, wasn't it Clemson?
Was it Clemson? I can't.
Clemson ended up winning. SMU got in because of some other shit, wasn't it?
Some other shit. See,
yeah, like because they were undefeated before they went into the conference.
But I do like the running backs that we saw. You know, there was one other thing I wanted to bring up, but now I can't find it. But I'm pretty sure you guys saw it on Instagram, and so did everybody else. But James mentioned it. And we're still waiting for someone to guess James' jersey, by the way. But it's the Devontae thing. And it's been a long time since I've read anything that said the Raiders got the better deal when making a trade. You know, or anything like that. We've always been like on the shit end of things when it comes to that. But with the Devontae and the Jets reportedly looking to release Devontae Adams, which is crazy when you think about, well, we got a third. They picked up the contract for us, and none of that shit's attached to us. So yeah, it's crazy to see it. There you go, another Jerry Porter. I told you that was going to be the main one. But yeah, no, it's not Jerry Porter. But yeah, that whole Devontae news, man. What do you think about that, James? I know you're a big Devontae fan.
I mean, I saw it coming. I mean, let's be honest. Like I said, I want to see Devontae. I want to see Devontae go to the Chargers, man. I want to ignite that. I want to see Devontae go to the Chargers, and I want to see him get heckled every single time they play the Raiders. And I want to see the Raiders fans bring back that energy of giving him that Randy Moss treatment.
Right.
Remember when Randy stepped back into Oka Coliseum? Oh man, he was getting stuff thrown at him. It was crazy.
But Randy did that to himself though, because he always told people, "I'm not a Raider. I'm not a Raider." You know? Yeah. So he asked for it. Yeah.
I mean, I was when I saw the news, I was like, all right, that sounds about right.
I see in the chat here we got an Ashton Genty stan. Yeah. You know
where?
Yeah. Wait. Acres of movies. This guy is mad as hell.
Boise State is reputable beyond if number 84 there knows much about him. Look, I understand I'll say this when it comes to Boise.
Look, hold on.
I'm just all the time. People love their local team.
Before you go into that, I'm just gonna say there's a difference between Mount West Division and the Big 12, the Big 10, the Pac-12, the SEC. There's a big drop off. That's all I'm saying. All I'm saying is if Ashton Jeanty doesn't even play in the best conferences, he doesn't play the best college teams, which means he doesn't play the best defenses in college. How are we going to trust him to come into the best division of football? Because this is the best division of football. This isn't the second best. This isn't the third best. No, this is the shits of the shits right here. We're the best goddamn division of football. And unfortunately, we're the worst team in it right now.
Right now we are. Yeah.
Yeah.
But see, that's why I tell you can't rely on that whole conference thing and the
Where
did Josh Allen go to college, bro?
What happened?
Josh Allen.
He was what, at Wyoming State or what?
He's one of those crazy ass,
right? Weird ass ones.
He's one of those FC,
and that's what I mean. Where sometimes talent just shows, and you can see out.
Now what I'm saying. Now I'm not saying Ashton Jeanty isn't a good player. I'm not saying there's no possibility of him being a generational talent. I'm saying I don't think he is the best player for our team at that position. You know what I'm saying? If we can't take a QB with pick 6, I would rather see a wide receiver before I saw a running back. I would rather see a defensive end before I saw a running back. I'd rather see defensive tackle before I saw a running back. I'd rather see a corner. Like damn near anything else besides a running back, because there's just so many freaking running backs. There's no reason to take a running back like Ashton Jeanty first round.
And I wouldn't mind Jeanty, but not at 6. If we happen to trade down for whatever reason, our quarterback's not there.
But then
Shador and Cam are gone, Mason Graham is gone, and they want to trade down, like fuck it. But like you said, below 10, in the middle of there, you know.
But now let me ask you this: if you trade down and Jackson Dart's there, what do you do? You're not going to take
that all goes back to where the quarterbacks are going to be taken, and we'll get to that when we talk about the combine, because some of these dudes that people were saying draft Will Howard at number 6 need to go watch how he did at the combine. You know, or even me with Dylan Gabriel. I like Dylan Gabriel, but he looked like ass at the combine. You know, so at this point, like you look at dudes like that, like how much did their drafts drop, and then you got dudes like Dart who fucking killed it. You know, Dart killed it at the combine. His long throws. I think Al Davis would be fucking like in awe when Dart threw those bombs. Like this motherfucker can sling it. You know, especially deep. Or maybe even with Milrow. Milrow was throwing those fucking long ass ones type shit, But yeah, we finally didn't get screwed with the trade. Don't know if I need to pinch myself and wake up. That is true. Yeah. But we did Adams dirty. That's not his fault. I hate we traded him away and him bitching about us. Fuck him. But how did we do Adams dirty though? When he was the one who kept coming on every week talking about I'm a Raider, I'm not going nowhere. And then the next morning he's in his pajamas in Aaron Rodgers' house.
I mean,
when I saw it, I was like, "This motherfucker was doing
I mean, the only thing we did was not have a quarterback for him.
Last time I checked with Devontae Adams, he requested a trade and he got it. We didn't hold him hostage.
That's what I'm saying. I mean, other than that, having a formidable quarterback for him, you know, other than when DC was here, which is when he had a good year with us.
If anything, he made Raider fans waste some money on the fucking jerseys before the season.
Oh man, dude, you telling me? I got my nephews, my little one Noah. That motherfucker loved Devontae Adams. We had the shirts, we had the jerseys. That motherfucker, I had a little shirt that was a hoodie. He stole that from me, and he wears that as his pajamas. That's how much me and him love Devontae Adams. And then when that shit was gone, it was like, bruh, like it hurt. I'm not gonna lie. That one hurt. For real.
That was I was mad about it. And then what I hated is when you saw the what is that Netflix stuff, and he kept complaining.
Cordell Patterson.
He goes, I need Cordell Patterson.
That was a good guess, though. That was good, actually.
That was good.
The Netflix special.
Yeah, I remember how he was like, I gotta get up out of here. And then the whole time he's like, I'm not going nowhere. And at the end he left. I was like,
and that's what bothered me. So when I argue with my boys, the TRS crew, it's me, Chris, Protect the Shield, Severe, Turf, and Rundown. That was my whole thing. They were like, Leo, how could you be mad at him, but you weren't mad at Jacobs? I was like, it's different. This dude came up here every week and told me he wasn't going anywhere. that it was all just smoke. And then one day I wake up, I turn on that little Jezebel show, up in Adams, and this motherfucker's in his pajamas at Aaron Rodgers' house. Like, I was pissed.
He poked
yeah.
I
was pissed. So to me, eventually I'll probably get over it, which I am by now.
But Devontae Adams color rush jersey, I'll never get to wear.
I have one too. I was actually gonna either sell it or give it away. I have a white color rush one. Yeah.
Well, I'm gonna wear them eventually. I'm gonna wear them.
Yeah.
But I gotta wait till he retires.
Oh man, but no, yeah. Fucking Josh says Scadaboo's his number one. Then it goes back to who your favorite kind of running back is,
It's like I said,
the ones that shine was what's his name? Jenkins.
I like T-Mac McMillan. That's a big boy.
T-Mac is a big boy.
T-Mac is
a big boy. Yeah.
That's a big kid.
Raider Ryan likes Scadaboo. I like Scadaboo. I do. And I like Scadaboo one because I think he could be a value running back where you take him in the draft. I'm thinking fourth.
Yeah.
Maybe late third if you have to, but I think Scadaboo can go there, and that's somebody you can get, And him too. He's Arizona State. He's Arizona State.
That second, third round pick that we got.
They're Big 12 now, right? They're Big 12.
Yeah,
Arizona State. Yeah, they went to. They didn't make it to the
Big 10. They won the Big 12.
Yeah,
didn't they win it? They're the one that got in with that weird.
Yeah, they're the ones that got in with that. Yeah, they did. But the crazy part is, and I guess to James's point about taking Genty at 6, it doesn't make sense because this team needs more than a running back to be successful. We need to build the trenches. We still need help on the line on the inside.
We still need help on the line. We need a quarterback and a running back.
And I think that's where I'm coming from is that I understand, Genty is a good player. You know what I'm saying? There's no denying he's a great player. There's some people who think he's a generational talent.
I don't.
There's some other people who don't.
Yeah.
He's still good, but it doesn't change the fact that he's a good player.
Right.
But I just think that, like I said, I don't think he's it for what our team needs and the system that Chip Kelly's going to enforce, because I feel like the system we're going to play is going to be very play action, run and pass option type play. I just think that's how it's going to go. You know what I mean? And I think that's all we got. So I think what we're looking at is probably getting a mobile QB and probably needing a really, just as much as we need a running back to take it upfield every once in a while, but we actually are going to need a very good pass catching back.
Yeah,
that's something Josh Jacobs was actually very good in.
Yeah, Jacobs was one of my favorite overall. Yeah, I know that when you bring up pass, people be like, "Well, for what? We got Abdullah." Like, stop.
No,
but yeah.
I mean, the line isn't the same either, but
yeah,
yeah.
The
line was better when Jacob was around.
Look,
Ja didn't know T-Mac was 6'5", 215. We need a tall ass wide receiver.
That's a big body wide receiver.
90% of the time, and Jackson would be the guy, but the Jets will get him. See, and there's a lot of mixed rumors about where people fall, and then we'll get into that right now. But yeah, it's just crazy. But T-Mac is big. He's a big dude. Yeah. But I mean, we can get into the combine. The combine was this weekend or this past week. It started off pretty. The linemen, the O-line, the linebackers, DBs. DBs was a big thing too that I was really enjoying and like watching. But the main one, the big show, was Saturday, right? It was the quarterbacks, the running backs, and the wide receivers.
Throwing and all that stuff.
Yeah. So I don't know if you guys got to watch it. James, I know you said you had some stuff you wanted to bring up. But overall, what did you think about what you saw in the combine?
So, I paid most attention to was the quarterback position. I think that's just going to be the biggest position I need. I know for sure. I think for sure we're going to draft a quarterback. It's just when.
Which one?
Which one?
All right, so we'll start with quarterback. Based on the ones you saw, right?
I got notes.
We didn't see Cam. We didn't see Shador. They didn't participate. But to me, they're still 1 and 2. Even if they didn't participate, no matter how you rank them, they're still 1 and 2.
So I think okay, let me get into it. So obviously, when I watch Dart, easily easily the best of the group that threw. I mean, it's just it's just he was consistent. He was comfortable. He didn't hold the ball too long. Easily the best. My number 2, I would say my number 2 is probably going to be Ewers. I think Ewers showed some great flashes. Yeah, I think Ewers showed some flashes. I think my thing with Ewers though is just I think he's holding the ball a little long, and he kind of goes through his projections just a little slow. You know what I'm saying? My number three is definitely going to be Milroe. Milroe definitely shows he has the power. Because when he throws out that ball, it goes out like a missile. Unfortunately, though, he struggles a bit in the accuracy department on the shorter throws. I can kind of see him struggling in those 3rd and short situations. He kind of holds the ball a little long, so that's cause for concern. But he's got the power if he could learn how to just place it in the correct direction. But my only thing with Milroe though is as I watch his combine, and if you guys watch it, you guys see it too. He has a tremendous amount of power, but as the combine projects, as he goes into more of his throws, it seems like his power kind of like is decreasing from like stamina.
You think so?
Like it doesn't when you watch how he starts that workout, right? That throwing, compared to the last throw, that last throw doesn't look like it has as much zip behind it.
Right.
And it just slowly looks like it's kind of going down. After Milroe, I'd probably say Gabriel. I don't want Gabriel. I don't want to see it. I wasn't too impressed. I mean, he's got potential with the right QB coach, he could probably get fixed. You know, he could probably be better. I don't know if I would say I see him as being a starter, but I could see him being at least a fringe backup, possibly.
Right.
He just. I think he might just need some time. Like I said, the same thing, and that brings me to my last guy, Will Howard.
Last guy. You know, okay.
With Will Howard, isn't it plain and simple? Fucking garbage. That's it. Just garbage. Just garbage. I don't want to see it.
Tell me how you really feel, James.
I don't care if Chip Kelly was his coach. I don't give a flying rat's ass. I don't care.
James, but he was in the Big Ten. He won the national championship.
Yeah, no. Well, yeah. Well, there's a reason they ran the damn ball that game.
Oh man, that's funny. Okay.
Yeah, that's funny.
But just to recap, your top quarterbacks was Dart first, right? 2 you said Ewers, 3 you said Milroe, 4 you said Gabriel, and then 5 you said Will Howard.
Yep.
All right. Chad, let me know what you think about James's ranks. What about you, Chona? Did you get to see any of it?
You know what? No, I didn't really get to see any of it. I was doing a little bit of reading throughout the day while I was at work, stuff like that. So I didn't really get to see. I did see the videos on Dart. Yeah, he did have a nice ball.
If you need videos on Dart, ask Las Vegas Raider 10. He has them all. People send them to you.
I was just doing the reading. Obviously, you know, everybody's got Cam and Shador and whatever.
Yeah.
One thing that I was trying to read up and trying to figure out was the kid from Louisville. They said he looked pretty good. I haven't seen him, so I don't know.
So is that the Brosmer kid? Which kid is that from Louisville?
That is is it the Brosmer? No, Tyler Stott, I think his name is.
Oh, okay.
So I was looking at him, so I haven't really seen anything, so I can't really tell you. Obviously, you know, it's going to be 1 and 2 is going to be Ward and Sanders and whatever order they go.
Yeah.
Like I said, so I have to go back and look at film. So I haven't really looked at it or anything, so can't really say much on that. So.
Welcome to the chat. Welcome to the chat, Silver and Black Podcast show. That's another one. We should. Hey Nathan, are you available, big dog? You know Queen V is not going to be able to join us, so we got room for one more. So Nathan, if you want to come on, let me know, bro. I'll send you the link because he's the big on the quarterbacks, and we'll definitely have some fun with him. But it's funny, James, you mentioned about Milroe and the stamina, And I've been a huge critic of Milroe because we watch a lot of we gamble when we go to Vegas, so we bet a lot. And the SEC is one of the main ones we like to bet on.
Big ones,
right? Big one, especially Bama. But one of the things I noticed about Milroe, even in the games, he tends to die out in the end. And you saw it in the combine, you noticed it, right? But that's one of the things. And it reminded me of even with Anthony Richardson, right? Remember one of the things about him taking himself out because of the way they play. Right, the style and the way they play. So definitely funny, interesting that you saw that. Right, but correct me if I'm wrong. Wasn't Ewers the one that was like throwing those horrible throws in the combine? Wasn't he one of those guys too that was missing wide open wide receivers?
From what I read, yes, but I don't know. Okay. I haven't seen the video, so I was reading and they were saying he was missing quite a bit.
Yeah. So Lord Rochitas got his people. I thought Mac Brosmore, Cook, and Shao looked decent too. So those are other quarterbacks.
Shao was the other one. I read about the kid from. He's a big frame kid too.
Mac Brosmore out of Minnesota. Yeah. Okay. Well, let me send this shit to Nate real quick. That way he can join us, yo. But the Will Howard combine, it made me laugh, but not in a good way. We're like, I'm glad he did bad. But I was like, this is why you have to be careful when you do throw in the combine what can happen. Will Howard's hype was so high after that national championship game. I kind of wondered why he was going to do this because all it can do was hurt him at this point. And I think it did watching him make those throws. Can he make up for it? Yeah. He's going to have his pro day. He's going to have his individual workouts with teams, things of that nature, you know. What happened? I don't know. But that I think it showed back to what I was saying with certain quarterbacks about they still need time to develop more in the NFL. And Will Howard would be one of them, you know. Even with Dart, as much as I am on Dart side, you know, with Nate, but I still think he still has more to develop as well, you know, especially when it comes to running a pro style offense. But ideally, when you go with what James was saying about running the RPO Chip Kelly one, Dart would fit that. You know, Dart would fit that mold when it comes to that. Mm-hmm.
So I will say, after watching yesterday, I would be okay with third round taking Ewers or Milroe.
Yeah, I don't know about Ewers. I don't like Ewers, but you know, each their own. We like him. Milroe, I wouldn't. I've seen him too much. I just don't like him. But like how you said, third, fourth round is a developmental QB. Yeah. I mean, I would definitely say.
I mean, but that's assuming we completely miss out because I just
right, which I don't want to happen.
But I feel like if we miss out, you gotta leave with something. You know,
right. Uh-huh.
If Dart is there at 6, do you take Dart if Sanders and Ward are gone?
Yes.
Was that again, John? Say it again. Sorry.
Do you take Dart at 6 if the other two are gone?
No. See, to me, that's too high.
Yes.
To me, that's too high. As much as I like him,
you take him. You take him.
That would be the next thing.
There's too much riding on the quarterback position. There's just too much.
It's those three and then the rest, right? Because that's how we're looking at it. Those three and the rest.
Now, here's another solid point I have for you, right? On why you would take Dart at 6. Okay. What is the one thing?
Let me bring in the Dart fan so you can hear.
Hey. Oh, here we go.
This is the Dart.
Yo, what's good?
Right now, you came in, Nate. Nate, welcome to the show.
What's up, you guys?
James is going to tell us why, if Shador and Cameron gone, why we take Dart at 6. Okay.
Okay.
Hey, right, 93. The 93 Nav man made a guess. Joey Porter or Antonio Brown.
There you go, Antonio Brown.
It's Antonio Brown.
That's Antonio Brown.
I guessed that earlier.
I guess never was.
No way. There's no way nobody guessed that earlier. There's no way.
Dude, you know what's crazy? Look at the patch. It gives it away.
That's what I figured too, but I was like, there's no way. There's like, it just brings up too many bad memories. It was like the first guy that I thought of. And I thought I just gave it like I was like, there's no way nobody didn't say it, but I mean I was wrong, I guess. Damn, that's hilarious.
But okay, so I feel like you gotta take Dart at 6 if both are gone, just because that's the number one position at need, and I feel like Dart is an easy. If you miss out on all vets and free agency, I feel like Dart is an easy plug and play starter. I really do. Okay. I feel like he plays mature ball, and I think he makes very mature decisions. I don't think if the Raiders don't take him at 6, I think the Jets are going to take him at 7. Straight up.
And then I would be like, fuck, we should have took him.
So that's why I asked the question. That's why I asked the question if you take him at 6 or not. That's what I was asking. Because then if you risk somebody else dropping him, now you're stuck with the rest.
Right. And that goes back to last draft, right? When we were fucking waiting for Penix to fall to us. Yeah. And then lo and behold, the fucking Falcons took him and we're like,
I think it's getting more and more plausible that the Jets are willing to take a shot on a guy like Dart, especially after his performance at the Combine. And I was on TikTok today too, and I'm on TikTok all the fucking time at work and shit. But I see like people like Jets fans, and I seen some Rams fans, and I seen like people that do shows like this that go live sometimes, and they're like, yeah, we need to trade up for this guy Dart. We need to go, if he falls to us. So I'm like, it's getting a little bit more plausible, and
where he won't fall to the second.
Correct. So at first I was like, maybe no, we shouldn't take him at 6 because I feel like he could develop a little bit more. And if he sits a year, it would probably be more beneficial for him. But now, you might persuade me to take him at 6. I think even Giants fans are saying at 3. Even Giants fans at 3.
Now let me give you another bold prediction. After the way the Combine day ended, and it's gonna be a bold prediction I'm gonna put out here right now. I think Jackson Dart's going to get drafted before Sanders, and Sanders is going to be there at 6.
It's funny you said that.
A lot of people have been saying that. A lot of people.
In our little chat that I have with Nate, Jeff, and Jay, I'm the Sanders fanboy. This fool's the Dart. So they always throw like, look where Sanders fell. Look where Sanders fell, right? And I was like, damn, he must have had a really good fucking Combine. If people are saying now he's fucking 2, putting Ward at 1. And then Sanders, and then Dart, and then Sanders, which would be crazy, but obviously I don't see it as so crazy because how you say it, James, the quarterback is such a valuable position in this league. Not that they're the best players at that point, but because of the position they play and the limited amount of quarterbacks in this draft, right? You have to take one when you can. So I get that part. But Dart before Sanders?
I think it's a possibility, man. I think
the Giants, the Browns, maybe get Dart.
I've been seeing Giants a lot.
Yeah.
I kind of,
wouldn't be surprised.
And I think the only reason I kind of feel that way is I kind of feel like there's a possibility that the Browns are going to take Cam Ward.
You don't think the Titans will take him at first?
I think the Titans are going to take Travis Hunter or move back.
I thought they were going to take Abdul Carter until the injury report thing came out.
That's what I was thinking. The same thing. Yeah.
Especially the way that the whole defensive, the trenches thing came up after the Philly Super Bowl. Like you need those linemen.
And it's just with the 6 thing. I feel like the reason the Raiders have to take one of them at 6, right? You have to take Sanders or Dart, whichever one's there. It doesn't really matter because you're going to take one, right? I feel like you have to take one because the one thing the Raiders have always been great at is they always win too much to not have a good pick, but they're not shitty enough to have a good pick, to have a high pick. That's for anyone that thinks Pete Carroll's going to come in and do any worse than we did last year is crazy, which is exactly why you have to take a quarterback in this draft.
Yeah, especially because the Stafford dream fell through. I mean, free agent's coming up, so we don't know what's going to happen in free agency. I mean, it's the fucking Raiders. It's a new team. We might be shocked. Who knows? We might fucking have Sam Darnold, or we're going to come on here next week like, what the fuck happened?
Seriously, man.
Coming in here talking a whole new draft plan at that point, right?
Yeah.
Because if we sign someone like that, no way we're drafting so-and-so unless we bust the Falcons, right? Where we fucking sign a dude to a lot of money, but yeah, we still draft his fucking replacement in this year's draft, which is crazy. But yeah.
I mean, you could do that. You could do that in the 4th round, maybe 3rd round.
Maybe. Yeah. But what about you, Nate? You heard his ranks as far as the quarterbacks. Well, how you ranking the quarterbacks after the Combine?
Oh yeah, so Dart was obviously one. I think you hit it on the tee that he was the most consistent. He had the best balls across all of the drills. Two, it's tough because I really like Show and I like Brosmer. Brosmer, he came out of nowhere. I had no clue about Brosmer prior. Just what he killed USC.
And what college is he from? So people who don't know, is you saying
Minnesota.
Minnesota. Okay.
Yeah. Mm-hmm. And then Show is Louisville. And
Louisville. I heard the show kid looked pretty good. I was tripping out. I don't know who that is. I have to look it up. But I was reading that he had some good stuff. Yeah,
definitely. Okay. He was pretty good. So I like them too. Those are pretty interchangeable 2-3s. And then honestly, I did like Ewers as well. Ewers had some good balls. The only thing that I seen, because we were watching it all day Saturday, and on his out routes, the ball seemed to just kind of die right before getting to the receiver. And then he kind of threw it a little bit lazily. But I mean, Ewers was a 5-star coming out of high school, highly recruited kind of guy, and he played really well at Texas when he wasn't injured. And so I feel like I maybe he just had a bad day. But then Dylan Gabriel was absolutely horrendous. Oh my God. Dylan Gabriel was absolutely horrendous. I was like looking forward to actually seeing him throw because when we first hired Pete Carroll, I was like, Dylan Gabriel kind of fits the Russell Wilson mold. And I was like kind of falling into that kind of thing. And then I seen him throw at the combine and oh my God, he was so bad. He was so bad. Yeah. I would actually put Will Howard was a little bit better than him. I think Dylan Gabriel was by far the worst, though. Honestly,
the worst one. Yeah.
Dylan Gabriel.
Yeah.
Did seeing Milroe in the combine at all change your opinion of him? Make you like him more?
Yeah, I forgot to mention him. Milroe, we kind of already knew he had a live arm, and we seen it definitely. It's just
Uncle Rico.
Yeah, he does not have the accuracy, bro. He does not have it. If someone could wrangle him in and get him down accuracy wise, I think he could potentially have a really good career. But I think it's gonna take some time though. Definitely, he has the ability to, but yeah.
I was gonna tell you this, and I'm glad Everett said it, so I don't get killed by you. But you said Dart can get better if they can correct his happy feet and dropping his eyes with the pass rush. The eyes can be corrected. The dancing feet are harder to fix, a la Derek Carr. So when I see him, and I don't mean this in a bad way, I like Jackson Dart. I think he can be better than who I'm about to say right now. But he reminds me of pre-injury DC, where he's fucking not scared. He will fling it, right? And you may fuck up sometimes, but he also has enough to make those big plays for you when needed, right? But I also think he can be better than that based on like what he's done already. But that would be like my comparison. Not in a bad way because I said pre-injury.
No, I mean pre-injury. Derek Carr was MVP, so
right, exactly. I mean, that year, that 2016 year, like that year. So don't beat me up, Nate.
No, I mean I don't think like Jackson Dart to me. I'm obviously a really big fan of him and his game, but I still think he obviously has stuff to grow on. I mean, he's not the perfect prospect, and I think the negatives of people saying the Lane Kiffin offense and blah, 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 whatever, one read kind of offense. I watched a absolute ton of film on Jackson Dart and on Shedeur Sanders. And that is just absolutely wrong. Lane Kiffin obviously is known for being a really good play caller. And that's for some reason is always thrown back on the quarterback's face, saying like you had one of the best callers in the nation. And so that's kind of always seen as a detriment to the quarterbacks that he has. To me, Jackson Dart is arguably one of the best quarterbacks he's had as a coach. And he shows it because Ole Miss was right there in the SEC for the entire tenure of Jackson Dart's career at Ole Miss. And obviously they've fallen short all the entire time. And they didn't reach the playoff this year, but they were one win away from the playoff this year. I mean, fuck, I forgot what I was going to say. Shit. But as far as the one read offense goes, we talk about Chip Kelly with this RPO game, and I think that translates perfectly into what Jackson Dart has been doing at Ole Miss entire time. Yeah. And his ability to run the ball. If we can't get Cam Ward, who's arguably one of the better passer and running combination quarterbacks, like obviously Milroe is probably the best athlete, but the best combination I would think is Cam Ward. I think he's going to be gone, but Jackson Dart is right up there. I would say he's like 1A, the combination of both athleticism and passer. And I think he would fit perfectly into what Chip Kelly is doing, and he could be someone like Will Howard was last year at Ohio State. Obviously, he's not as big, but I think he could be definitely just as effective.
I didn't realize Will Howard, the measurables, you know.
He's really big. Yeah.
We don't say no Diddy no more, but, you know, pause, whatever.
Yeah.
He's a big dude. He's a big boy. I didn't realize he was such a big boy. And then I was like, oh, shit. And I know a lot of the nation wants that bigger quarterback. You know, that's the knock on some of the other ones, the size. But I agree with you on this one, bro, right here. How do you say Rorschach Raider 24? In my opinion, you don't overpay a QB 40-50 mil for 1 year, having one good year and then folding down the stretch. And that's why I'm not on board with the whole model, you know? Yeah.
At least not pay him like that.
Not like that either way. Yeah.
Yeah.
So yesterday on Gravy's show, I commented that the Titans GM and Raider GMs had dinner after the combine. Victor Force said possible about talking a trade swap. Hey, man, now if we moved up to number one, here's the scenario of what we have to give up.
Yeah, you gotta swap the first.
We swap first, right? We give up this year's second and next year's first. Is that too much for you at this point to move up to number one? Which at that point we pick whoever the fuck we want, whether it's Cam, whether it's Shador, whether it's fucking. Can you imagine if they pick Dart at number one, dude?
I don't even know if I would be happy with that.
That would be some draft day shit. You seen the movie Draft Day with Kevin Costner?
For real.
Yeah.
He traded all that shit and he still got the linebacker that he wanted. He could have had wherever he was.
Yeah.
Yeah. But I mean, I've seen that. I have seen more and more news, which I also am glad that they're doing that, because we always said that they just need to see what kind of moves they can make, you know, explore all options, see what it looks like. Right. But yeah, that would definitely be crazy. Ewers has a noodle arm. He said ball. Yeah, I don't even know what we say anymore.
Yeah, I couldn't. It was just the first thing that came out, so I was like,
no, I get you. I'm gonna
roll with it.
Because remember, for a while we were saying like no Diddy or pause after every time we said some shit like that. But that kind of like seems to have passed on. We got to come up with something else now. Yeah. But live arm, Jamarcus Russell. Well, I get it. I wouldn't. Oh yeah. See, I wouldn't compare him to Jamarcus, because at least Milroe, I think, to me, would put more effort than Jamarcus did. I think with Jamarcus, the Raiders didn't do their research. You know, had they done more research on him, they might have questioned it a little bit. He was a consensus number one overall pick. We all get it. But when you talk to people who are from Louisiana, from New Orleans, they'll tell you like this motherfucker was addicted to that shit when he was in college. Like half of the shit you saw him do or not do in the NFL, he was doing that shit in college. He was just able to get by because of that arm, you know. Yeah. And back then, college football was a little more just only certain teams had the big stars, you know. And LSU was one of them. LSU was one of those teams that had those big stars. So, but yeah, it's crazy. Dude, Gabriel looked like ass, huh? No, man. Hey, I forgot. Where did James go? He didn't say nothing. I'll see right back.
There he is.
Oh, there he is. The scout is back.
He had to switch. Look, you know what? He had to get a different view for the scouting. He had to switch view for scouting.
805 makes a good point. He said, "Don't put too much stock on QBs throwing at the combine, good or bad. One of the hardest things for a QB is developing timing and chemistry with the wide receiver. Game film tells me all I need to know." And then that's the other part that I like to mention too. Yeah, because even when you look at, and maybe because it's recent to me, when you look at the chemistry, that's why I brought up Crabtree earlier. That chemistry that Carr had with Crabtree was fucking amazing. Yeah, you know, and that's part of what made them both be able to excel. You know, at that point. Yeah. So
that's what these guys will also have their pro days. So you'll get more of their pro days.
Yeah. They'll have their pro days for sure. Mm-hmm. Yeah. But Cam Scatterboo over Genty any day. Play tough defense, then Genty play tough teams. Remember that running back from the Bengals took because he was shredding defenses in college. Dude was released the third year, 2005. He was the number 1 pick. What running back was that, Ja? The running back they took the Bengals.
2005 number 1 pick.
That was a long time ago. I can't even remember. Yeah. Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Let me see.
True, but when they do throw on point now, man, in the combine, it's a controlled. There's no pass rush in front of you.
Right.
There's nobody coming at you. Like, I bet you, remember how many times did we watch preseason tape of DC lighting it up before the season started? All right. But once motherfuckers got in his face after the injury, it was a whole nother story. All right. So those are just things you also got to look at as well. But yeah. Where did James go? He took off. I wonder if he's losing his thing. Yeah.
What did he say? He said Cincinnati first pick in 2000.
Cincinnati. Yeah. He's in Cincinnati. Uh-huh.
Cincinnati. Yeah. Let me see.
He said Brady wants Sanders. I thought he said Brody like me. I'm like, yes, I do want Sanders so bad. This draft is going to be crazy. He said, I do not think anyone is worth the trade up. I think what hurts the nation about the trade up, and correct me if I'm wrong, guys, is the fact that we were there at the number 1 pick. And then we won ourselves out of that position. So now if we trade up to number 1, it's like, well, why the fuck did we win then? All right, we should have stayed there when we had the chance. I think that's the part that upsets the nation about having to trade up. Yeah. I don't know. You guys, how would you guys feel about trading up? Are you open to it, or like, nah, fuck that, or?
Well, it's funny because I used to say, remember when we early in the year, I'd say if you want your quarterback, you got to go up and get him.
Yeah.
No matter what.
Especially at 6, huh? If he's there.
I was like, you got to go up and get him. I can't go back on that now. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
If there's a guy that you like on the draft that you think may not be there, then I mean, you take your shot, I guess. I can't say no. That's if you've done your research and done just straight up just to take somebody. You know what I mean?
Right. Mm-hmm.
If that's how you feel about it, and you feel that guy's gonna be a difference maker, then I would do it.
Yeah. Mm-hmm. Yeah. And then EC, I get you. I saw Rich say that too. He heard a lot of people at the combine. The Vikings wanted to keep Darnold. Obviously, they didn't tag him because then you got to pay him more, right? So just because they didn't tag him doesn't mean they're not going to keep him.
Yeah,
that's kind of deal. But and it does make sense team wise. Like if we were in that situation where we had a rookie, but if we had the option to keep a guy 2-3 more years for our rookie to develop, then why not go with that? Yeah. Especially if we had success, whether we got our ass kicked the last 2 games or not, but they still had a way better season. Trajectory than say what we're the position we're in right now. Yeah. Mm-hmm. He said moving up to number 1 would be dumb. See, and a lot of the nation is with that. They're saying like we were there. Yeah. Like why are we gonna do that? Mm-hmm. Yeah. They might try to get him a little under 40 mil mark. The Vikes aren't going to tag him. Yeah. Speaking of tags, before we get into wide receivers, T. Higgins got tagged.
Oh yeah,
the Bengals have tagged T. Higgins, so the whole go get T, that can be the receiver we get in the free agency. Now, that kind of changes a bit. Now if you do want T, because they tagged him, it would have to be a trade. That would have to be a trade if you didn't want him. Yeah. Mm-hmm. Yeah. But I don't know. But wide receivers. How are we feeling about the wide receivers, Nate, after the combine?
Yeah, I think somebody said it in the chat. The biggest winner for sure has been Jaden Higgins. 6'5", like 225, ran a 4.43, I think it was. Bro, he is a monster. And I had kept my eye on him because I think honestly I want to give props to Jay. I think Jay was the first guy that had brought him to my attention at least.
Oh, did he?
And I believe so. Because for a little like. During this, I think it was like a couple of games left in the collegiate season. He brought him up, and so I watched. And he's a baller. He's definitely one of the biggest risers after the combine for sure. And people that are gonna miss out on a guy like T-Mac, Jaden Higgins is arguably right there because we don't know what T-Mac's 40 time is. That's what everybody's so scared about right now. And if he doesn't perform to what Jaden Higgins is because he's just as big, people might start putting Jaden Higgins right there up there with a guy like T-Mac.
Like T-Mac?
Yep.
Okay. All right. Was there any other receivers that stood out?
Yeah, Marcus Golden out of Texas.
Texas.
He was fast. He was
didn't all those
fast.
Texas players look like they were fast as fuck?
Isaiah Bond was talking all this shit and saying that he was going to beat the 40 record, and he didn't even get close. He was not even close.
Yeah, he didn't get close at all. I heard about that
No.
one.
But he was – I like Isaiah Bond. He was one of the guys that I was thinking later in the draft just because he is so fast, and he was Texas's number one receiver for a while before getting hurt. And then Marcus Golden stepped up, and he looked great in the playoff. In the last couple of weeks and then into the playoff, he was insane. So he's going to be a monster as well. I'm trying to think of another guy that kind of stood out. Oh, I like Jack Besh. I think he built upon his what was it? The Senior Bowl. He built upon his Senior Bowl MVP. He did really good. Obviously he wasn't going to be the fastest, but he looked really good in that in the gauntlet drill. He caught every ball and got upfield quickly.
That's the kid from TCU, right? The kid from TCU?
Yes.
Yeah.
I think he's going to be really good. A guy that I was disappointed in, honestly, was Nick Nash. He was not – I thought he was going to be really good at the combine, but his 40 time was not very good. He dropped a couple balls in the gauntlet. But, yeah, I think those are ones that kind of stood out to me. I'm trying to think off the top of my head, too. But, yeah.
I'm trying to show the video you sent me earlier of that homeboy. What's his name from I'll put it up right now. I really liked him. He was really good. Let me look for it so everybody can see, because I don't want to butcher his name. There it is. Let me share it. Nate sent me this video. So yeah, shout out to the boys keeping me updated. I gave them one job and they did it. I said, hey fellas, I'm not gonna be able to watch, so keep me updated on anyone you see, anyone that stands out. So this was one of the dudes that the homie Nate sent me right here. This one, right? That's the one you sent me. Enric Moore played with Travis Hunter.
Oh, that's right.
Yeah.
Eddie Maynard out of Stanford. He was blazing fast. He was really good. Yes, right.
Yeah. So this kid right here really wowed me too. And he ran, what was it, a 4.40? I told you. Yeah.
Yep.
Yeah.
You don't have it up, but yeah.
Yeah, this kid right here. Yeah. Oh, I don't have it up?
No,
my bad.
No, it's not showing anything. I was like,
there we go. This dude right here. My bad.
There you
Thank
go.
you. See?
Oh, okay.
So Eric Amaya played with Travis Hunter. They went 1-on-1 against each other in 2023.
Bully
finished with 13 catches and 3 TDs. Mind you, that was the year Hunter was ranked like the number 1 corner in the league. Remember? Yeah. So he's a juiced up Chase Claypool, they said. So this kid right here, yeah, man, the kid's definitely got game, right?
That's
definitely
on Travis Hunter,
and that's on Travis Hunter right there, bro. Look at that. He's got the size. He's what, 6'2", 6'3", I told you.
I think he's 6'2", 6'3".
Yeah. Definitely. Look at it. Look. Yeesh, that one hander. Yeah.
One hander.
Look at kick and catch. But there, look at this. Still right there. That move right there got me, bro. Like, ooh, that was like, got him. Like, there's
carried him for another 10, 15.
Right, had the quarterback hit him on stride, bro. It was over. Yeah.
He just blew past Travis Hunter right there.
Yeah, that was Travis Hunter. Look at whoop. This is the one I remember this against Colorado. Yeah. Yeah, I remember these. Yes, as much as I like them, I still remember there were days they were like, what the fuck are you doing? Hey, did Travis participate at all in anything in the combine?
No, I don't think so.
No?
No.
Okay. Not much then, huh?
They didn't look that good as a DB.
What about as far as running backs?
So I actually missed the running back portion, I guess.
Oh, he's back. You're back.
Marion Hampton did good. There he is.
My computer died.
Okay. I was like, shit.
I'm telling you, he had to switch positions to get a different view on the scout. That's funny.
What I miss?
We were talking about the receivers. Any wide receivers that stood out to you in the draft?
I liked that Tez guy from Oregon. He was pretty good.
Okay.
And then Matthew Golden from Texas was pretty good.
You mentioned Matthew Golden from Texas. Yeah.
I think those are the two that like really stood out to me.
That stood out to me. Other than T-Mac?
Yeah, other than McMillan.
Yeah. Okay. All right. Now we get into what the nation likes to fight about is the running backs, because there are so many, right?
Genty at 6.
Huh?
Genty at 6 is stupid. Stupid.
And I totally agree with you. And it's not because I think he sucks and you don't take a running back, but to me, that's not a value for us at 6. You know what I mean? Like, nah. Yeah, no. But there's so many other running backs in this draft. You can get one later. You really can. At that point, I'm on the Jeff plan. You know, let's go get some other dudes later. Only when it comes to that, right? So, Chris, and this is the draft to move back. Lots of value in 2 and 4. But if you identify your guy, you go get them if needed, or take a little early as project to increase the probability of getting them. So back to what you guys were saying, right? If Dart is there at 6, you guys, if the other 2 are gone, right?
If you feel like that's your guy, then you go get him. Yeah.
If you feel like that's your guy, then you go get him, right? Mm-hmm. And then Jaden Higgins is another one. Man, Warrior's a beast. Safety out of Carolina. I did see this dude. This kid is fucking a beast, bro. Yeah, he was, and he ran a 4.3 fucking 40.
Oh, give me a second. I gotta grab something from my woman real quick.
Yeah, no problem. But
go for it.
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
And the 43-inch vertical.
LSU receivers look good, and they do. The Texas LSU wide receivers are good. OSU, Ohio State wide receivers, fucking tend to be fucking good. You know, I can't remember the last time Notre Dame had a good wide receiver. Oh, don't laugh, Nate. That wasn't for you.
I'm like, no.
Yeah, but I saw the Notre Dame tight end. I was like,
wide receiver or quarterback, Doug.
Yeah. I know there was one USC wide receiver I wanted. I wanted us to get Jerry Rice last year. I don't know why. I thought
Brendan Rice, cool. Bro. I was screaming at the seventh round, bro. I was watching the 7th round for no reason. Me and my brother were screaming, "Brendan Rice is still there. Go get Brendan Rice!" And then the Chargers got him. We're like, "Fuck."
Yeah.
But, yeah.
Kajana Carter. He was out of Penn State. I remember him.
Carter.
I actually worked the Rose Bowl when Kajana Carter played that Rose Bowl game. Yeah.
Yeah, he was in. Yeah, he was.
That was years ago, bro. Many movies.
That was like what 90 or mid 90s.
Yeah, like 94,
that's mid
95 around there.
I remember I was definitely in high school.
Yeah. Mm-hmm. Also, post June first cuts have to be taken into considerations. Teams will want to make as well. Yeah, I'm hoping that Minshew's part of our post June 1st cuts, but we'll see.
Hopefully.
But running backs, man, how you where we at with the running backs, bro? Who stood out to you?
I honestly,
a lot of people have been saying Hampton.
Yeah, I was gonna say I know the one person that's been talked about a lot was Amarian Hampton because he ran that 4.48. Mm-hmm. I honestly missed the running backs portion at the combine.
Oh, okay.
But so I didn't really see, and I haven't actually looked back at it, so I don't really know. But I feel like there's so many backs in this class alone, and they're all really close together that you can honestly throw a number of combinations at me, and I'd be like, all right, I'm happy with that. Like, there's not a lot of different combinations that I would dislike, if I'm being honest.
Okay. All right.
Yeah. I gotta go back and check it. I was looking at the little post, and they got the kid from Iowa up there in the top 5. I don't even know who that is.
Caleb Johnson?
Yeah.
And I was like,
I know there was some hate being thrown out there at Scatterboo because he didn't run the 40.
Yeah.
Right? How do you feel about him not running the 40?
Honestly, I don't know why he didn't. I was really interested in seeing what his time would be because I want him to prove everybody wrong because I'm a big Scatterboo believer as well. And everyone's saying he's gonna run like a 4.9, like he's gonna be so slow. Like,
Right,
no, he's
right,
not.
right.
He'll run like a 4.5.
I was like, did y'all not watch the games? Like, he ran away from those Texas defenders.
Yeah, exactly. He'll run like a lower 4.5, and like that's still not even a bad time if I'm being honest.
Right.
And but obviously everyone wants to see the 4.4 threes and 4.3 somethings.
Right.
I mean, that's not Scotty Boo's game either. But like, I still want to see him. I honestly don't know the reasoning behind him not running.
We want to see that Chris Johnson speed and all the running backs. Huh?
Yeah, exactly.
But, for real.
For that Madden 99 rating on the speed, huh?
Exactly.
That's funny. That's funny.
Real talk. I do like this.
Spitting.
We talked about him before.
Spitting right there.
Mm-hmm.
I love
linebacker choice here out of UCLA in the 4th. If he's still there, I like that kid. Man, I wouldn't even mind using him with our 2nd, 3rd, bro. No lie.
He's a baller.
Just to make sure we solidify that second linebacker.
Yeah,
back there with Spillane. That would be huge. Why is he saying Tim Brown? Did I miss something?
You were talking about receivers and
who was our last best wide receiver?
Yeah.
Damn, we're not even gonna mention the career year Tay had with us, even though he's not with us.
No, you're talking about Notre Dame.
You said Notre Dame.
Oh, okay. Fuck you guys. There were other dudes out there. Golden Tate was out there for a minute. Y'all didn't know he went to Notre Dame, probably. Yeah, Golden Tate was one of them.
Golden Tate was out there for a minute.
Yeah, St. Brown, right? Mm-hmm. I've been here from the start.
The other St. Brown.
The bad one. The bad one. But
so I'm glad this brought it up. And we got the USC fan here with us. We'll see when homie comes back. Leo, what do you think about Michael Mayer trade talks? I think
they put him on the trading block, didn't they?
So I will say this: we have Brock Bowers, right? I'm thinking NFL. My Raiders is a team. We have Brock Bowers, so obviously tight end's not a need, right? We did take him in the 2nd round, so there is something behind that. You need those kind of guys to produce. Big Mike in college showed he has what it takes. One thing you need to remember about Big Mike, he's not Brock Bowers. Different type of tight end. Yeah. Big Mike is your traditional can catch, can run, pass block, old school type tight end. That's what Big Mike is, right?
Yeah.
In the red zone, utilize Big Mike. I mean, at Notre Dame, we talked about shitty receivers. That was our number 1 wide receiver. Was fucking Michael.
Our tight ends have been number 1 forever. Kyle Rudolph, all those guys are all number 1 all the time.
Yeah. As far as trading him, Mike, I told the guys this. The only way I would be okay with it, and that's me as a Notre Dame fan, is if it's in a package deal to land us our quarterback or some type of superstar depth that's going to help our team, you know? And then at that point, I wouldn't be mad because at that point, you're not just trading him away just to get rid of him, but you're doing it for some type of value to help the team. That's when I would be cool. Yeah. Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I mean, it makes sense.
Yeah. It would hurt. I got Michael Mayer's jerseys. I got Michael Mayer's football cards. Yeah. Mm-hmm.
I mean, they're very, very, very two different style of players. That's for sure. But I mean, if you gotta get rid of one, if you make me pick, obviously.
I don't think you got to, but if the option is there, you can ignore it. What I'm saying, because I mean, why not keep 2 good tight ends? What's so bad about that?
Exactly. No, you can make it work. Especially when they're different like that. You can definitely make it work.
What do you think, Nate?
Yeah, the problem with trading Michael Mayer is like I don't think his value around the league is very high, so we're not going to get much of a return on him. And at that point, I feel like his value on our team is better than whatever we get in return. So
right.
I would rather not, and unless like you're saying, it's a sweetener for like a bigger time guy, or a bigger, a better draft pick, something like that. Then obviously I wouldn't be mad at that, but I just don't think his value is very high. His value on the team is better.
Mm-hmm. That's true.
And you bring up value. I think a lot of times we overvalue players sometimes, especially as Raider fans, right?
That's true.
The other part is look at what Debo just got traded for, a 5th round pick.
Yeah.
So we're expecting higher. Like, what are we really expecting for Big Mike?
Yeah, I've been kind of listening to you guys. What you guys got? I've been kind of listening.
Big Mike trade. How do you feel about the trade rumors about Big Mike being on the trade block?
Michael Mayer?
Yeah. Mind you, there's 2 Notre Dame fans in the group. Let you know.
I mean, I think it's just a simple case of he already lost his job. So, I mean,
yeah.
I really don't think the 2 tight end set thing is gonna be what works well for us. I mean, I get the whole run blocking scheme thing.
Mm-hmm.
You know, I could see him being in a lot of like the stretch runs and stuff like that. But
Right.
beyond that, I mean, I don't really see a whole lot of value because you know what? Towards the end of the season, I know he was dealing with personal things, right? But towards the end of the season, Michael Mayer had a lot of drops. There was a lot of times where Michael Mayer was kind of getting the ball within like a 10-yard radius, you know, a pass, and he was just dropping the ball, man. I don't know. He just had some drops. Yeah, he had some drops, man.
It wasn't shitty throws by our awesome quarterbacks.
No, I mean he had a couple. I mean, yeah, there was bad throws.
Yeah,
there were bad throws every game, but there was a couple, man, where they hit him in the hands, and he just he started kind of seeming a little rusty. You could tell that he, you know, wasn't in practice every week. Every day.
The personal issue thing was wild. And
yeah, that was a little
back to his college days. I just think nothing about this, bro, which was crazy.
Yeah,
I just think that's strange too, because to this day you still don't even know what it is that happened.
Yeah.
But I kind of feel like, I've said this before, I kind of feel like for Michael Mayer, I feel like that him being in that situation where he had to step away from the game, I just don't think that's gonna work for Pete Carroll. I don't think that's gonna work for Pete Carroll's leadership style. Because I know
maybe Carroll, he excels under Pete though. You know, he gets like a fire under his ass.
I get that Pete Carroll's a good guy and stuff, but Pete Carroll's also a no excuses kind of guy. So I think I just don't see Pete Carroll being okay with his number 2 tight end for his 2 tight end sets to not be at practice because of whatever issue. You know what I'm saying? I feel like I still feel like Pete Carroll is going to look at it as like, look, man, you play the games on Sunday, you come in to practice on these days, and you're off like 7 months out of the year is the off season.
Right.
But for these other 6 months,
see where he's at in the beginning.
But for training camp through from August all the way through January, he probably is going to expect him to be there grinding.
Right.
Yeah.
Knowing Big Mike, like I see him doing that because Freeman's like that too. For as much as he's a nice guy, he expects the most out of his players. Yeah. Well, what happened with fucking McDummy and then last year with him? Like I really don't know, but yeah.
And I think that's another thing that kind of works at Mayer's like disadvantage too, is that he was part of the McNuggets regime of draft picks.
Yeah. Yeah, none of our mental. Yeah, and then it's different. You know, I don't know what it was. The family said it was something different, so I'm not tripping. I'm just glad it didn't become a Chandler Jones issue. You know, that
was a whole different thing. Yeah.
The whole Chandler Jones thing. I remember because I'm a mental health worker. Like people were asking me to come on the show to explain mental health and what the fuck he was going through.
Chandler Jones was probably just using what his brother was using.
You know, so that was like a whole nother thing, but. Man, a lot of running backs in this fucking draft. I saw a lot of Hamptons, a lot of different fucking names up there. So obviously everybody has their favorite running backs who they want, right? Now Kuiper has this thing. Kuiper's the one who has us taking Genty at 6 also, right? Yeah.
Idiot.
I think he did, yeah.
Yeah,
he had him passing on Shador and getting Genty.
Mm-hmm.
In what world are the Raiders going to pass on Shador for Ashton Genty? That's the dumbest crock of shit I've ever heard in my damn life.
Yeah.
A lot of hits to the head. That's true also. And a lot of these players are taking care of themselves more than they were before.
You know what's crazy? If for some reason that were to actually happen, you say, I predicted it. I told you guys.
Yeah, for sure.
Mel?
Yeah.
Oh, yeah. And all of us would be like, yeah, and we thought you were on crack.
Yeah.
Exactly, right?
Exactly.
He's on crack.
Yep. There it is.
Right? Yeah, we need a But it's like I said, I understand why people saw the season he had and where they rank him. People are ranking him the 3rd best player in this draft, Genty? Not people say as far as talent wise, right? I think he's like 3 or something like that. Yeah. So I mean, we'll see what the fuck happens with that. I don't want us to take a running back at 6. I don't give a fuck what running back it is at 6. All right. Oh, look who all of a sudden wants to take a quarterback at 6. Go fucking figure.
Hey, dog. Hey, you need a backup for AOC, dog.
Right.
So no, he's a big AOC guy. Right?
You know, before we head out, one thing I didn't want to ask you guys, because we do got free agency coming up, right? We just saw the combine, so there's going to be a lot of hype. You'll see more videos, people coming out. Oh, wait till their pro day, they'll do better. So and so is struggling with this, that, and that, right?
Yeah.
The Stafford thing fell through, so we're still left where we are with the quarterback, right? Some people are like, keep what we have. AOC can get the job done. Then there's people like me, trash the whole fucking room, right? At this point, I'd rather the only one I would keep was Carter Bradley just to see what he's like. You know, bring me in some new guys. You know, where are you guys at? Like right now, where you are based on today, what you saw with the combine, who we have available, and free agency coming up. We could start with Nate.
Yeah, I honestly, if we miss out on the top 2 guys, I'm completely fine with. Mainly because I think Jackson Dart is probably going to go the 3rd quarterback. And so that means that, to me, I'm comfortable with keeping AOC on as a bridge type quarterback because he's cheaper. I think he's kind of had a shit end of the stick. I know we always say, we argue with Jeff, like, how much more do we need to see out of him? He's already played essentially a full season. But I think he's a solid enough quarterback. I don't think he's anywhere near good, solid enough to be a bridge quarterback. And I think if Jackson Dart beats him out, or whichever quarterback beats him out outright in camp, then that just proves to you that AOC never was the guy, and that you know, we just believe better in the whoever we have behind him. So I'm comfortable with keeping AOC as long as we get a quarterback, whoever that guy is. If we don't get a quarterback, then I want to see someone like, oh man, it's kind of a shit free agency quarterback class.
Fields, Wilson.
Yeah.
Both Wilson, Zach and Russell.
Yeah. I think the best possible fit, and I would be the most comfortable, would probably be Fields, and that just makes me feel like icky to fucking say, to be honest. And I think Fields just out of straight because he has the ability to be athletic, he can run the ball, and he doesn't have to, in this scheme, he's not going to have to throw the ball so far because he's not very efficient throwing the ball past. I think it was like, I seen a stat, he was like one of the worst efficient quarterbacks past like 15 yards or something like that. I just think, like, if we need to bring someone in, it would probably be more Justin Fields. I would be,
Hold on, before we move on. Jeff, I did not forget about the big guys. I did not forget about the O-line, but I decided to leave that for Wednesday's show on our Raider Connection with you because you're a big guy. You love the trenches. So I didn't forget about the big guys. Trust me. I know that's a big point on our team. So we will address the big guys, but it was a lot to go over every position in this draft. But yeah, I feel you what you're saying. I think the thing in mind is, like, you say a bridge, you keep O'Connell. How many games do you really expect us to win with him at quarterback?
Yeah.
You know, with that type of quarterback. But I think at that point, we're relying on the fact that we upgraded our O-line, that we got our running game going, you know, and that's what's going to get us by, not so much his quarterback play. But no, I feel you. What about you, James? Where you at as far as today, where the Raiders are? The dream's dead. No more Stafford. You saw the combine.
First thing I think they need to do is they need to sign Robert Spillane. Second thing they need to do is franchise tag Trayvon Merring.
Trayvon. Tag him?
Tag him.
Oh, do you be overpaying for him at that point?
Yeah, but you're only locked in 1 year in case he doesn't produce.
Okay. All right.
You know what I mean?
I see it. I see it.
After that, I think what makes sense is going to be Fields. I straight up, I think it's going to be. I would like it to be Fields, but there's just a part of me that is like 90% sure that it's going to be Wilson.
Russ?
Russell?
I think it's going to be. I think it's going to be Danger. Let him cook Russ in the end.
Okay. Damn.
I don't. I would prefer Fields, but I just think that's just going to be how the cookie crumbles.
Why would you prefer Fields over Russ? The price? Because Russ ain't cheap no more.
I think Fields has a better ceiling long term.
Oh, okay.
And I just I think that he'd be easier to cater to because he would
we'll get to that
he would make the running game a little bit better.
Okay.
He would add that extra element. And then aside from Fields, I really like the idea of adding a Javon Holland. And I also really like the idea of adding a Joshua Sweat.
Ooh,
Sweat? Yeah. I mean, then we still got to see
what would be good. Yeah.
And what you call it. Yeah. Yeah.
But
fix the O-line.
All that Malcolm Kuntz talk, man, let that dude walk, bro.
Yeah.
Not for 9 games. No, I'm not gonna pay him top dollar for 9 games. Kidding me?
Yeah, but he definitely Dylan Parham gets bullied. James ain't consistent. Miller fell off. Yeah, definitely got to upgrade that O-line. Yeah. I saw that, Mike. I don't know what the request is from Navman, so let me know what that request is. Yeah. Chip creates easy looks for quarterbacks. Shit, I would hope so, right?
Yeah.
I mean, based on what we saw in the combine, Howard looked great in the game, but fuck in the combine, oh no, shit. Fuck. He said the Raiders were posting Phillip Buchanan highlights today. Oh my lord, geez. Not Phillip Buchanan.
Now I wanted to add something that I was gone for. So when I heard you guys kind of talking about the combine and the draft,
yeah,
I'm happy about this. Now, before I put this out there, I am 100% happy about this because he has a better chance of making it to us now. But I think Jackson Dart's performance kind of hurt Shedeur Sanders' stock.
You think so?
A little bit.
Yeah,
for sure.
I think, I think Sanders is happy about it because I think this is where Sanders wants to be, anyways.
In Vegas, I'll tell you this: Sanders wants to be number 1. That's the competitive nature in him. Yeah. If he gets picked at 6, he's going to take it as disrespect, even if it's to us, and he wants to come here. Because in his mind, he's the number 1 quarterback. And I am mad at you. When you're an athlete, you're a competitor, you're always going to think you're number 1, whether you are or not, right? I'll say that. But, yeah, if this is where he wants to come, probably. But I know the competitor in him wants to be the first quarterback taken. And if he's not, he's going to see it as disrespect. And let Dart get picked before him? Bruh.
Oh, yeah.
Let him come with a chip on his shoulder. I'm all right with that.
Right? Yeah. 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 But no, I feel you. A lot of people, and you're not the only one I've heard say that, James. You're right. A lot of people have said about Dart and the stock going up. And I get, oh shit, this for real? Parcells died?
Did he?
Nah, for real?
I don't know.
Not Parcells. Dang. That's crazy if it's true. Now I gotta look it up. Yeah. I got a bunch of people on the Fields train. Yeah, look, RIP Tuna. Damn, that's crazy. How old was Parcells now? Jeez, that was a throwback. I used to watch that dude when he was coaching the Giants, man. They would go against the Niners.
Yeah.
That's
old, yeah.
Yeah, he said Tom McShay said the Sanders was aloof during the interviews, and that turned off some teams at the combine. Yeah, we'll see if he falls. I mean, if he falls to us at 6, like I said, I will be happy.
But what I'm saying is, it's like I just think Sanders is gonna be here, bro. And it's just one of those things. It's just like that. I've
told the guys a long time ago, and they pushed back on me.
It's the aura, man.
It's the writing on the wall. It's Tom Brady as his mentor. All that shit. Like, all roads lead to Shedeur coming to Vegas, whether you like it or not.
That mysterious, cryptic, everything. You know what I mean?
Yeah. Yeah. So Jack, prepare to be unhappy. You know, yeah. You're gonna bitch about it. You're gonna be sad, you know.
But
he's been saying no
I'll
to
tell you
Sanders
what.
the whole thing.
Sanders gets drafted. I'll be refreshing Fanatics for the next 72 hours until that jersey drops to buy it.
Oh, my bad.
That's
Yeah,
how I
hold
feel
on,
about
hold on.
Dart.
They were talking about something else. We're talking about about Jasper's tuna.
I would buy the Dart one too.
Oh, okay, I get you, Nav, man. Okay. My bad. All right. So RIP to Brandon Jasper, aka Tuna. All right, man. Yeah. Damn.
That's
Guess
crazy.
he got it all confused, bro. Yeah.
And I was like, what?
Yeah. No. Sorry about that. Yeah. Okay. I was like, what? Yeah. But no, yeah, it'll be funny to see. And I think with a lot of what goes on with free agency will tell us what's more gonna happen. You know, we'll get more into the trenches on Wednesday on our show. You know, I'm sure tomorrow with Rundown. I go on tomorrow with Rundown. I'll go on he'll probably talk about the dudes he saw and break down and shit like that. But I'm definitely with you guys about the D line. You got Kuntz, you got Chase on, you got people like Sweat out there. You know, linebacker. Yeah. Huge fucking thing, bro. You know, linebacker.
Gotta bring back Spillane.
What's gonna happen with definitely bring back Spillane with you 100%, bro.
Bring
back Spillane.
Gotta bring him back.
Diablo, I'm cool if he leaves. You know, I'm cool with that.
Yeah, one. Me too. That was my boy, but me too.
Yeah, I'm cool with that one. But the other one would be like how you're talking about in the draft. Maybe we're taking homeboy from UCLA. You know,
maybe immediately. Yeah.
There was a mock draft that Jeff sent me. They had us taking that one linebacker, the one who's an end also at number 6. What the fuck was his name? Do you remember?
Jr.?
No.
Is it the dude from Georgia?
Yeah.
Williams?
Yeah, was it him? Let me see.
I think so. I
can't remember. Jeff sends so much shit sometimes to.
Hey, if we don't get Joshua Sweat, man, what about a return of the Mac? You know what I'm saying?
Look, man, I'm gonna tell you like this. I love that era. I love that time. It's time to move on. It's not gonna happen. Mac,
but if he came back,
that went down between Mac and the Raiders. You know.
Now let me ask you this though: if he came back, would you make a T-shirt?
Of course. Yeah, I'm about my bread. I'm about my bread before anything, bro. I was making Minshew shirts. I don't even like the motherfucker.
He'll make that return. He'll make that return of the Mac shirt. Watch.
Oh,
return of the Mac shirt. Yes.
On the bottom of the tag, non-refundable.
like my AP shirts, right? Non-refundable.
Yeah. Now Sweat would be a great pickup. Sweat if we could get
Sweat would be a good one. Yeah, I mean, for me, the whole Mac reunion thing would be cool if you wanted to come back and finish. But I ain't paying you no $20+ million either to come back and do that. You know what I mean? Yeah. Because this is the young team. They could use someone like this dude. There you go, Jalen Walker out of Georgia. That was the guy that.
Jalen Walker.
Yeah.
Jalen Walker.
The other one.
Yeah, that was the one.
He said the other one.
Yeah, that was the one they had us taking. Yeah. Mm-hmm. I mean, Sweat. Based on the Super Bowl he had, you know how that goes, right? Mm-hmm. He said he asked me to get some of Ashes in the Coliseum when he got sick. Any point of context to hook me up with, like Coliseum in Oakland, or where in the Coliseum or in LA, Nev, man. Like he asked you to get some of his Ashes in Coliseum. Let me know which Coliseum, and then hit me up, bro, if you can on IG. Same name, Cheeto Linus, and then I'll see if I can help you out with that. I might be able to actually. In Vegas, but I don't know about in Oakland or LA. Yeah. Mm-hmm. Becton.
Oakland. He said Oakland, I think.
Oakland? Oh, see, I wouldn't know. You know what? Let me ask one of my friends. He's a big Oakland person. He has fucking chairs and shit that he stole from that motherfucker that he tries to sell. So let me ask him and see what we can fucking do.
There's probably someone that can get in there.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. I'll let you know, Nev, man. I'll ask around, bro, for sure. Mm-hmm.
Throw him over the fence.
Sure. Yeah. He was at Chat Sports with Rent. He passed away. Oh, see, I didn't know who that was. Okay.
Yeah.
All right. Yeah, no problem, bro. I'll ask around for sure. Yeah, I know a couple people that are diehard Oakland and they went to the last games, and I think they even won when the A's were fucking the last time they were playing or whatever the fuck. They're diehard, so we'll see. Mm-hmm.
Oh, yeah.
Well, the Coliseum's still going to be used. It's not going to be empty. They got the soccer team. They got a soccer team that's going to be playing in the Coliseum.
In Oakland?
Yeah.
Shut up. No.
Swear. Yep.
Get
It's
out
like-
of here, bro.
Yeah, it's the fuck, what is it
MLS?
called? No, it's not MLS team. It's
Okay.
What is it, like NSL or something like that?
Hey, I
Okay.
guess that's how you get in there. Buy a soccer ticket.
Yeah,
that's
bro,
what I
it'll
was
be
gonna say.
cheap. It'll be cheap.
Yeah, that would be cheap. Yeah.
Yeah, that would
It'd
be
be
a
very
cheap
cheap.
way now, man, to get in there. Look up
Buy
that
a
soccer
front row
ticket.
soccer ticket and just on the soccer field.
Yeah,
There you go.
I'll look that up for you, bro, for real. Yeah, and then I'll ask the Oakland peeps, see what they can do.
Yeah, that'd
They say
be.
use a drone to drop the ash. I think that would be something you would want to put on the field, though. Yeah, I know I would.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, I know. With me, I want them to do my ashes at sea. My family's be like, "What? Where? How?" You're like, motherfucker, you were the only one out there on the ship, not us.
Right.
Yeah, see, they have one too.
Yeah.
The New Mexico United. Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah, I think I don't know what the other soccer league is called because I know there's a team in OC that plays in that same league.
No, damn, in the
Oh,
OC.
shit.
Yeah.
Oh shit. Yeah, I didn't know that one.
I think that's the
team in
one.
I thought the team in the OC was the Galaxy. I'm just saying. Man.
Hey, don't hate that. Don't hate. Don't hate.
John's a Galaxy fan, Nate. John's a Galaxy.
You know what? Thanks for having me on, guys.
Hey, you know what?
All right, Nav, man. Yeah, for
catch
sure, bro. I'll
catch
let
up and we'll talk. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
But anything else, fellas, before we're out of here? You know, we talked about the main ones. Don't forget, everyone in the chat, tune in. Tomorrow I'll be on with my boy Rundown, State of the Nation. Obviously, Rundown was watching the combine all weekend, so he's definitely got some stuff for me to look at. He sent me a couple players. And then Wednesday with my boy Nate on the
Yes, sir.
Raider Connection, my boy Nate, my boy Jay, my boy Jeff, go over the big boys. You know, that way Jeff don't get mad. You know, we forgot about the old linemen because there are a few old linemen that left me like, man, you see how fast these old linemen ran the floor?
Oh, dude, they were quick.
They're quick, yeah.
That shit was crazy.
They were fast.
bro.
I was like, damn.
Or even the
that's
way
crazy.
the linemen did the shuttle drills. Like, that's a whole lot of weight moving like this, bro. Like, how athletic they are now is fucking
Yeah.
crazy to me.
It's very different nowadays.
Yeah. For sure, bro. Yeah, connect with me, dog. I got you. I'll see what I can do to help you. Yeah. Yeah, but what about you, fellas? Anything else before we leave, before we head out? James, you got anything you want to share with everyone?
Stop promoting drafting Ashton Genty at 6. Stop it. Stop it.
He said, knock that shit off, y'all.
Stop it.
He said, you need to stop.
Okay,
You need to stop, is what he
If
said.
if we don't pick up Sam Darnold, the season's not over. If we don't get Justin Fields, the season's not over. If we don't get Russell Wilson, the season's not over. Stop with all the negativity. Just let the draft play out and let's see where the cards lie. Because no matter what, look, we might, even if we don't make the playoffs, I'll tell you one thing: with Pete Carroll, we're going to win more than 4 games.
Oh yeah.
Right.
Yeah.
Look at
He
this.
said,
He did a mock draft. Yes. Fucking you. No, you didn't. He's bullshitting with you. Doc. I would not do that. Come on, coach.
There was someone else. I think it was Lance Zerlin. He had a mock draft, and his was so ridiculous. It was like the Browns trade back into the first and grab Shedeur Sanders at pick 29.
That was the one that Jeff sent
I was
us.
like, dude, that's the most ridiculous take ever. Shedeur Sanders at pick 29 is just no.
Yeah, that was the one that Jeff sent me. Like,
Shedeur Sanders isn't even going to make it past like 15.
Nah, it would be 10 if anything. Yeah. But now y'all gonna have me thinking about the whole. If the 2 are gone, should we take Dart at 6? Like, oh, it's gonna be
you
so
take
hard.
Dart at 6, man. That's what you do, man.
So
You take
hard
Dart.
for me to accept, dog.
That's what it's looking like if they're both.
You
gone.
think?
That's what it's looking like.
You think that's hard? Who do you pick at 6 if Dart and Shedeur are available?
If Dart and Shedeur? Oh, it's Shedeur.
Gentry.
Dart.
It's Shedeur. It's like as much as you don't. It's there's just too much going on. That's how bad Tom wants him. That's why Jeff hopes that like Tom falls asleep that day and doesn't wake up because.
I can't lie. I will get up in front of my TV and I will be a little pissed off if it goes Cam Ward, like pick 2 and then like Shador right afterwards. If that happens in any kind of order, I'll be so pissed.
What if it's all three top 3 take quarterbacks?
Yeah,
that'd be crazy.
That'd be
crazy. But see, at that point, I wouldn't be mad because then that means all the other talent just dropped to us.
Yeah.
Well,
that's true.
At that point, then I'm just.
So who goes 4?
Abdul Carter probably.
Yeah, Carter or Mason Graham.
Because 4 is New England, right?
Yeah.
I think they will end up taking the receiver, all bullshit aside. T-Mac?
Really?
You pair up with their quarterback?
Travis Hunter.
May or Travis Hunter? Yeah.
Bro, Christian Gonzalez, Travis Hunter would be gross.
Ooh. You know who I feel like might take T-Mac is Jacksonville.
Jacksonville to pair him up with
Jacksonville would be the next pick, right?
Yeah.
Bro, and if they pair him up with Brian Thomas, it's just gonna be retarded.
That's
nasty.
Yeah, for sure.
Yeah.
Yeah,
and then that's the big question too: is Abdul Carter's foot?
Yeah, that's another thing. I was big on Abdul Carter, but
don't talk about foot injuries. I have Jimmy Garoppolo flashbacks.
Don't bring up foot injuries to the Raider fans, bro. Right?
Yeah. I mean, those are all possibilities. So now you're looking at different scenarios, but we'll see.
Somebody asked, "What are y'all doing for the draft?" Or me in Green Bay. Chona, I'm gonna hook up with you. See if you want to come. Go to Green
let me
Bay.
know.
Yeah, go to Green Bay for the draft. I kind of like going to the draft. It's pretty fun. You meet fans, some local fans.
I only did the one here in Vegas. I've only done that one. I haven't done any of the other ones.
We did do that one. Remember, that's when you guys yelled at me because we were inside and the whole ass event was going on outside.
We were trying to figure it out, and he was at the casino that had the event going on in the back of it. And I was like, why are we up here? Why are we in the back? Where everything's going on?
Because we didn't pick. So I was just chilling, having my drinks, man. Yeah. What about you, Nate? You got anything coming up, big dog? I know you're going to be together on Wednesday.
Yeah, just Wednesday. Make sure to tap in on that. And then Thursday, that's me and Jeff's show. That's the Raider Coast to Coast. We're Raider Connection on Wednesdays. But yeah, just tap in Wednesday, Thursday as when I normally go on. But yeah, that's really it.
For sure. And my boy Nate has a lot of what you call it, knowledge on the college football players. So for real, make sure y'all hit him up and ask him about that. He loves to answer those questions. I have a question for James. I understand that he's part of the Black Hole Military Chapter. I guess in North Carolina doesn't have like Black Hole members. There's a chapter in North Carolina.
I think you would have to check. So you can go on the blackhole.com and you can go to the find a chapter. You'll be able to find a chapter based off the state. If you have any trouble with that, you can go ahead and send me a DM if you want, man, on Instagram. The Instagram for my page is gonna be at TBH_military_chapter.
Like it is on there's a name next to James, how it says TBH Military Chapter.
Just with underscores.
Yeah. It comes up when you type it like that. Yeah. Yeah, you're the first one that comes up. Yeah. I was sharing it with some people that were asking me about that. They're like, hey, is there a better one? And I was like, yeah. Just go on.
Yeah, I've had a couple people. I don't know, man. Your chat's kind of pissed off at me because I'm talking shit about Genty.
No, look, man, you can talk Genty. They'll never see the thing with this chat. We all disagree, but we're all cool with each other.
That's what we're on here for.
That's why we're on here for. Yeah.
Genty looks like a fucking Renaissance Marshawn Lynch, anyways.
North Carolina, the Black Hole. There is a Black Hole chapter. Yeah. Maybe I don't know, Ralph. Maybe you're trying to start one in near you or something like that, or connect with them. But like he said, connect with him or go on their. I know the Black Hole's been promoting a lot more than I've seen them in the past about finding your local chapter or starting one. So
yeah, so if you want to start your own chapter, there's actually a thing for that too. You could start your own chapter. To start your own chapter, I think you need yourself, and I want to say you need 10 members.
Okay.
You need 10 people to buy the membership and then agree to be in your chapter, and then you just need a president and a vice president.
Yeah, which a lot goes into that stuff. Me and John were going to go that route, but we decided to do the YouTube route.
Yeah, there's a lot that goes into it. So we were like,
there's a lot that goes into it. Like, yeah. But appreciate everybody for stopping by, coming through. once again, this is our Monday show, Puro Raiders Podcast. We will be back again next Monday. Right now, we should be able to come back weekly. Now we have more of the league opening up, free agency coming up. Look into that. Do a little deeper dive into these combine warriors, some of the draft prospects that are coming out. Do some other stuff. So they want to know what branch you were in, bro. Mm-hmm.
I was in the Army.
In the Army. He was in the Army. Mm-hmm. Yeah, don't hold it against him, Nav, man. It's cool. We're not all perfect. Cool. You guys can't say that. Only we can to each other.
That's why I didn't say anything.
Yeah. But appreciate everybody coming through. James, thank you so much for joining us again, bro. Like I said before, you're always more than welcome to join us on this show. We love having you here, big dog. But yeah, appreciate everybody coming through. Like, yeah, there's a lot of work goes into running a booster club.
Fuck yeah. Just hearing what it takes, I was like, yeah, dude.
Yeah. I know it's all love, Sacktown. That's cool, bro. Just messing with you. Damn. But peace out. Peace out, everybody. Tune in. See y'all tomorrow.
See y'all later.
Tomorrow. Tap that notification on. Make sure you like and subscribe to all the pages. Talk to y'all later. Peace out.
Trees all shake and quiver and quake as he robs them of their gold. The autumn wind is a raider, pillaging just for fun. He'll knock you round and upside down and laugh when he's conquered and won.
And I approve this message.
Oakland Raiders, Oakland Raiders, Oakland Raiders. Just win, baby, win, baby, win, baby. We are the Oakland Raiders, Oakland Raiders, Oakland Raiders. Just win, baby, win, baby, win, baby. Don't need no invitation.